It's only 4 colours and it's not Indiana Jones, but I think there's still enough here to like. Let's take a look at the Lost Caves. Where are they? Who knows? Hello retro heads, prepare yourselves to enter the Retrovator. What am I talking about? I don't know. This is GameHammer Daily and I am your hostess with the retro mostess, Zoe Kirk Robinson. Today we're looking at an adventure game created by one of the staff writers of Amstrad Action, the premier Amstrad magazine from the 90s and late 80s for the UK. So what is this game? Well, it's an Indiana Jones pastiche, and a bit like all of those old Boulderdash clones, it's Lost Caves and the Doom Tomb. The Lost Caves is, first and foremost, a clone of Boulderdash. Now, we haven't looked at Boulderdash yet, but it is one that's on the radar. I wanted to look at this one first, however, because this is how I first encountered Boulderdash. So it has that "this is the first one" feel to it, even though it isn't, in my opinion anyway. Limits the size of the screen, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do? These things happen on the Amstrad in order to keep the memory costs down so that scrolling can be quicker. Makes it smooth. It's not too bad, but kind of wish it was bigger, you know? It's created by Adam Waring, who became the technical advisor for Amstrad Action and one of its staff writers. So that's quite interesting. The guy that you wouldn't normally associate with games for Amstrad Action is the guy who wrote a game that was on an Amstrad Action cover tape. That's pretty cool. I now can't get down there. It's very easy to wall yourself in with this game. So easy. So what can we do? Press escape? Yeah. Right, escape starts again. Excellent. It was originally published by Players, who were notorious on the Amstrad CPC scene for quite low-budget games. A lot of the stuff that they put out I never really gelled with, but this one's alright. Later, after Players had finished with it, it came on an issue of Amstrad Action, issue 64, as I recall, a Christmas issue. It's the one that has a guy drowning in computer software with "It's Too Much" on the front cover. Very eye-catching cover, that one, and that's pretty much why I saw it and decided to pick it up. It was on there alongside Space Froggy, so back when this came out, this was a hell of a cover tape. You got great stuff on it, and we've already covered Space Froggy, so it's definitely one to have a look at. The Amstrad Action version is actually the better of the two to get. If you have the option, get the AA version, because right at the start of the game, when it loads up, it has a level select cheat. So you just select which level you want to play. This is important because I cannot state this enough. This game is hard. The first level, it's really, really difficult. You can finish it, and I have done in the past, got through it, but if you want to see the rest of the game, the Amstrad Action version has that right there for you. You can just pick a different level. Where are the other demons? Oh my goodness. So basically we have to run with boulders chasing us for a certain part. It's like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Why is this game so hard? Well, the biggest reason is, from my point of view, it's zoomed in. It feels really zoomed in, so it actually becomes very difficult to see what the effect of moving a rock or removing a block of dirt will be on everything around it. You can't see a huge amount around you. You can see enough to make the game playable, but really, the graphics should have been that little bit smaller and let us have a bit of a more zoomed out feel to the game. And speaking of graphics, they're really nothing special. The animation is pretty good. I'll grant it that. The animation looks very nice and it's very smooth and everything scrolls very nicely. But look at those graphics. The dirt, it just looks low res. Even though the Amstrad screen is low res, it still looks quite undetailed. The rocks, they're pretty nice and the animation for them when they bounce around is alright. But look at that guy. That guy is supposed to be Indiana Jones. We're pretty sure he's Indiana Jones. I mean, look at him. He's got the hat, he's got the whip. But if he's Indy wearing a onesie because there's no detail on anything that he's wearing. It's weird. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. The guy is either nude or he's wearing a onesie because there's very little detail on him. And it's really odd and it's kind of off-putting once you see it. But put that aside the best you can because the game is worth playing. Despite the many issues with the difficulty curve in it, it's still a lot of fun. Now, I first encountered it, as I said, on the Amstrad cover tape for issue 64, and I've been playing it ever since, on and off. All these rocks just wandering past like the world's worst limited animation. It's not the hardest game ever, it's just we keep mistaking what we're supposed to be doing. Because it's one of those games that it does grab you. It's definitely one that you'll come back to. It's a case where, oh, you know, I haven't played that for a while. Let's see if I can finish that game. And then you can't, but you think, you know, that level, I almost got it. I think I'll have another try. And it does get you. You won't be there for hours on end because you will get frustrated, but you will come back to it nevertheless on another day. So, in that respect, it's actually worth picking up because it's a decent, fun game that will keep you entertained and will keep you coming back for more. So if you can find it at a cheap price, definitely pick it up. So there you go, guys. I think you'll agree. It's a little bit of fun. It's a small game, but it's a tough game. And I keep coming back to it because I still haven't finished it. It's a lot of fun. And I think if you give it a try, you'll find something here that you like too. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have liked this. And if you have, remember to click that like button, share it with your friends because they need to know about all these good games when they see them. And do put a comment in the comment bar below because that really helps the channel out. It stops the YouTube algorithm from eating us and just destroying the entire world. Honest, it's true. But actually it does help the channel out. What am I talking about? Let's just get on with it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care. Happy gaming. I'll see you tomorrow. If you like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help create future videos. That's patreon.com/Zoe Kirk Robinson. And I've got an extra special thanks going out to Chief89, Sam Yates, Retro Mickey 82, Mo Henry, and George Botterini. Thank you so much, guys.